Mom. Oh my god. It's terrible. It's terrible. Don't ask for help. I wish. I really wish. No. Bogart the remote. No, nobody really just takes the remote like that, but the problem is that they don't put the remotes back, and then they get lost in the couch, so it doesn't matter how many times I say, go ahead, watch TV, you can have the living room, but put the remotes up on this table. Doesn't matter how many times I say that, they're not gonna do it. And I literally say it I think at least once a day. And then I was stuck the next morning digging in the couches, what the refused to decide. Yeah. It's usually the teenager. Say you don't care. Not really. We don't usually do that. What does everybody want for dinner? Oh, we don't care. We don't care. Because usually I just make dinner, and you get what you get. Read over my shoulder. Nobody does that. I would go absolutely crazy. I have a bigger bubble than most people. As in, I cannot have somebody right on me. Overpack, that's really not an issue. Most of us underpack. Drool. Correct my grammar. Nobody really does that around me. Stand me up. No, we don't do stuff to be stood up for. Don't take responsibility. Mostly a teenager thing. And most kids grow out of it. So you just kind of got to be patient. Yes, I see your side, but at a certain point, you have to take, if it's a teacher-student issue, I'm okay, you have some points, but the teacher also has some points. You have to own your own part of everything, Don't use turn signals. My God. We use our turn signals in this house. Dance in public. Why would you get mad at somebody for dancing in public? Unless they're dancing very provocatively. Wag your finger. Who does that? Tap your foot. Sometimes I do get a little annoyed, if it's a constant noise, I beg, please quit, please quit. Dress like a rock star. I don't really care how my kids dress that doesn't bother me, or act like a rock star. That might bother me. That might bother me. Gotta act your wage, okay? Alright. have like a wedgie and you gotta like, that's fine, whatever. Don't know the difference. I think they mean like, oh, should I wear this purple shirt or this maroon shirt? And like your husband says they're both purple. Is that what they mean? Because guys don't really have a good sense of color. And it can get a little annoying, like when you're trying to pick paint colors and you're like this one or this one, they're like, I don't see the difference. You're like, oh my god, they're way different. Forget to say it. I don't know what that means. Swear too much. I think both of us swear about the same amount, like a moderate to low level. Brag about yourself. We don't do that. Snore. Actually, lately snoring has been a problem. I've been like quit snoring a lot lately. Breathe. Things you do that really piss me off. Breathe. I mean, some people can be very annoying breathers. That's true. Withhold your emotions. Oh my god. Where too much perfume is on here. I'm probably the biggest offender of that. Wake up early. Probably to be mad at somebody unless they're waking you up. Force an issue. Snicker. Talk to your pets. Count calories. I should be. Steal my pen. That sounds like a work. A work anger. Blame me or blame yourself. Leave clothes in the washer. It'd be nice if somebody used the washer besides me. Let me have my way. Count my carbs. Yeah, don't count somebody else's carbs or calories. You can count your own, that's it. Unless they've asked for help, you know. Insult my intelligence. Did I already say that one? Because I think I messed up. Read tabloids. Jeez, some people, if they're really pissed off, oh my back hurts. If they're really pissed off about a lot of this stuff, the problem is within themselves. Don't say it back. I guess they mean like, don't say I love you back. Deny your issues. Talk like a baby. Like Ariana Grande. Ugh. Drive like a maniac. Have you ever dated anybody that drove like a maniac? It is repulsive. And you usually find out that that's a sign of some bigger issues. There's no reason to be an aggressive driver. Be a good driver. Like, don't be overly passive, but do not be aggressive. Drive like a grandma. I guess that means overly passive, or like just driving like you're the only person on the road. Put me on a pedestal. Take all the credit. Quit while you're behind. Maybe like with house projects, like starting them and not finishing them. Raise your voice. I cannot stand, like, it's a huge trigger for me. If you raise your voice around me, I'll get crazy too. Like, I can't do it. Especially like a raised male voice. Because, well, I have like sensory issues and I'm neurodivergent and stuff. Like, I will start losing my mind if you like, it hurts me. It hurts. It's like a physical and an emotional pain at once. Vote Republican is on here. Is that just vote Republican or is there actually like vote Democrat on here too? We do vote the same in my house for the most part, which saves a lot of probably arguments. I don't think that I could cohabitate. Like I can have relatives and friends that vote different than me, but I don't know that I could cohabitate with somebody that felt completely different about certain things as I did, like certain hot button things. Condescend to me, sleep through the alarm. That's annoying. I hate when people sleep through alarms while I'm right there, like, because then I'm up, you're not, and it was your alarm. Then there's some grammar things on here. Interrupt. Yeah, I do it too. I'm terrible with it, but I'm like working on it, and it's super annoying when others do it. Slurp your soup. Use all the hot water. Tailgate. Dress like a bum. Yeah, I think we both do it, but like for some reason men tend to do it at the wrong time sometimes. You know, you're like, no, we're actually going somewhere you actually have to put on. Still to this day, my kids, like, I said sweater, not sweatshirt. They will not understand the difference between a sweater and a sweatshirt, and I have told them on a weekly basis, like, no, we're going somewhere, you gotta wear a sweater. Like, I'm not gonna police your dress or anything, like, but this occasion needs a sweater instead of a sweatshirt, and they will come out with like a hoodie, and I'm like, that's a sweatshirt again. And then they'll come out with like a crew neck. I'm like, that's a sweatshirt. Like, whew. Like to the point where I'll buy them like 2 sweaters, and I'll be like, I'm putting these in the back of your closet. You don't even have to touch them. But when I say go grab a sweater, go for these 2 things, okay? Judge me, judge others. Work on weekends. We both work. Me and my fiance, and we all work weekends. Like there's no such thing as weekends. Miss deadlines. Sweat. Snap your gum. That's me. I do that. I'm an offender. Don't fight for the check. Eat my leftovers. Better not. But I actually hide my leftovers if it's something important. We have a garage fridge that nobody really goes into. They think it's all like raw meat and stuff. And since nobody cooks but me, what reason would they have to go out there so I can hide snacks and say no when you mean yes, say yes when you mean no, say like excessively. I can do that sometimes. Oh, Democrats on here. Furrow your brow. Expect me to do it. Yeah, super annoying. When you're like a capable person, that can happen a lot, especially when you're like the oldest sister. You just naturally start doing things for others, and it needs to stop. Like, you grow up and you find out like you're just giving yourself resentments. You need to just stop doing everything for everybody all the time. Because then people they're like, oh, mom does that, or oh, my wife does that, and you're sitting there like, I don't want to do all this. Choose bad movies. Fall asleep during movies. Sometimes that gets annoying because we'll try to watch something a few nights in a row, and it's usually him that falls asleep, but then we have to rewatch it, and I'm like, well, I already watched most of the movie, and you only watched a quarter, so now I gotta sit here and rewatch, this much of it. I think you can cook. Honestly, just the effort is nice. smallest bite and be like, oh yeah, it's okay. State the obvious. Degrade waitstaff. No. Flirt with waitstaff. Oh my god. I have an uncle that's like that. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna flirt. Unnecessarily flirt. Like, I'm not talking about being nice or giving a compliment. I'm talking about being rude. The waitstaff doesn't want you to flirt with them, by the way. And your wife doesn't either. Like, people just giggle like, oh, he's such a flirt about people that are like that. Like, no, he's such a rude. That's rude. And I'm saying, like, this is from a long time ago. I don't know if this uncle's still like that. Take the last piece. Let your dog jump on me. You should not let your dog jump on people. It hurts. It scratches their legs. It ruins their clothes. Like, you really gotta work. If you're gonna have company, you either gotta put your dog up. If you know your dog's like aggressive like that, or even not aggressive, but just like large and not trained, or don't have people over. Don't vote. Pick fights. Spend too much. Run off to Vegas. That's like grounds for divorce. What do you mean, run off to Vegas? Wallow in self-pity. Buy the wrong brand. Screen my calls. Nobody calls me. But nobody's gonna be screening my calls. It's freaking weird. Think you're helping. Under tip. Skip out on a bill. Leave lights on. That's my fiance. I'm like, what are you, some kind of millionaire leaving lights on all over the place? Stare into space. That's me. Like, when I'm overwhelmed, I just get like this glazed over look, and I'm sorry. Blast music. No, I can't have the noise. Tell lame jokes. That's probably me. Repeat lame jokes. Eavesdrop. Eat out of the carton. That's my teenager. She's absolutely disgusting. Not eat out of a carton, but she drinks out of, like, to be fair. No, not to be fair, because she'll do it to almond milk too. But she's the only one in the house that drinks regular milk. So I really don't care what she does with the regular milk. But if she's out of her regular milk, she will drink out of the almond milk carton. Don't say thank you, don't say sorry. Forget the coaster. Leave dishes in the sink. Ew. We have use a dishwasher dish roll. Like, that's the biggest pet peeve of mine is I don't want dirty dishes in my sink. If you're gonna bother, if you're coming into the kitchen, if you're touching a dish, you're gonna wash your own dish. You can leave it out to dry. That's fine, but you're not leaving a dirty dish in the sink to just get like wipe it, you put a drop of soap on it, you rub the sponge over it, rinse it, set it up. Thank you. I'll get out of the kitchen. Don't say goodbye. Don't say thank you. Don't say sorry. Oh, did I just do those? I think I did. Sorry. Talk with your mouth full like I'm doing right now. Pretend I'm not here. Say, oh, you had to be there. Stay unemployed. Practice unsafe sex. Okay. Ignore the mess. Stay in bad relationships. Kiss and tell. Forget to pay bills. Act like a baby. Act like your parents. Don't trust me. Drink in excess. Snoop around, overreact. Work out. Eat off my plate. Okay, the last row. Let's do this. It's gonna be kind of a longer video. Think you're all that. Bathe too seldom. I just read that you're only supposed to shower like once a day. Anything more than actually some doctors recommend every other day. I can't do that. I do understand why they say once a day, like do it right after your workout and then don't do it again until after your next workout, or just do it like once a day, because you're gonna like mess up your skin if